Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 11 of my marathon training, the final week. We made it. 11 weeks of training, hundreds of miles, and now we're here. If you're new here, my name is April and I've been training for my very first marathon. Not just to finish, but to go for a 3:30 or under. And somehow I just realized that if I hit that, I qualify for Boston. And now I want it even more, which explains why I'm about to throw up every time I just think about it. Let's get into it. Race week is here and all the hard work is done. Now it's about staying healthy, moving my body, and not letting my mind spiral into overthinking. Good morning, everyone. It is officially race week. It is crazy that 11 weeks has passed or will have passed after this. Yeah, I'm super excited, nervous. I keep gagging thinking about it. It's actually pretty cold right now, and I think it's supposed to rain this week, so it's gonna be cold that day, which is making me nervous because I don't deal well with cold. But yeah, I'm really nervous because there's a lot going on in my head. I really want to hit my goal, but then now if I hit that time, I can qualify for Boston. So there's like all these things for my first marathon. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it, but like I really, really want it, obviously. So we'll see. This week is a very, very light week. It's taper down week. We have a couple miles pretty much each day. I'm gonna definitely mobilize. I'm not gonna be hitting CrossFit at all this week, but just a little bit of strength training. Nothing too crazy or extreme that can cause any type of hurt to my body. So we'll see how this week goes. Mobility is the focus, plus fueling up properly without overdoing it. The nerves, they're real, but also the excitement is real. Tuesday was about moving smart, and it was about keeping my body loose, but my hips started acting up again. So instead of running, I focused on hip mobility. At this point, it's not worth pushing through discomfort. The goal is to show up at the start line healthy, not burnt out. I listened to my body and we moved forward. Wednesday, last speed session. I woke up and the hip was still tight, so I threw on some KT tape and it actually helped a lot. We had one last track session, 6 miles with 800-meter splits at a 7-minute pace. The rain wasn't going to stop me today. If anything, it made it feel even more intense, like one final test before race day. Gonna use this window to get our track day in. Every step reminded me of how much I've built during this process. At this point, there's nothing more to do but trust the process and the work I've put in. 2 more. I am sweating. Heart rate's at 150, which is good, but there's like this incline up here. It's very slight. There's a dog following me. Yeah, this way is way harder. Last track day complete with hovers. Thursday was a full rest day. No running, just rest, hydration, and a little more rest. By the time Friday rolled around, it was bib pickup and carb loading begins. We picked up our bibs early and wow, the energy was crazy. This is when it all started to feel real. The nerves, the excitement, everything was finally settling in. We skipped our shakeout run because of the rain, but the focus today, carb loading. Saturday, shakeout run and course preview. We finally did our shakeout run today, and honestly, I needed it. My hip wasn't perfect, but after 2 days of no running, my legs felt fresh. After breakfast, a very big breakfast, we drove the entire race route, and I am so glad we did. Mentally, knowing what to expect made a huge difference for race day. Sunday, the day, race day. Did I sleep? No. Did I expect to? Also, no. My brain was running through every possible scenario. Would my hip hold? Would I hit my goal? Did I do enough? But the second I woke up, adrenaline took over. We got to the start 90 minutes early and it was packed. The nerves were real, but as soon as the gun went off, it was game time. The first few miles, way too fast. Everyone says don't go out too hot, but with all the energy, it's nearly impossible. Around mile 8, I finally settled into my pace. I stuck to my fueling plan. Brain Drive and rhodiola before the race, alternating gels and ketone IQ every 4 miles, with caffeine at mile 14 for a mid-race boost. Everything was dialed in, everything was working. And then 800 meters from the finish, I felt it, my toenail. The pain shot from my foot to my spine, but there was no way I was stopping. I kicked my foot back to relieve pressure and I sprinted. And I didn't just hit my goal, I smashed it. 3:26:24. 4 minutes faster than my goal, 18th in my division. I crossed that finish line and I just started crying. Every doubt, every mile, every injury, it all led to that moment. It was the hardest thing I've ever done and one of the proudest. Just finished. Yes, I'm crying. That was really intense. Went a lot faster than what I thought I was gonna do. First stop after finishing, med tent. My toenail was destroyed and my toe was disgusting, but honestly, it was worth it. Then I saw my family, my man. That feeling is just something else. This journey changed me as an athlete. It made me stronger, more disciplined, and more resilient than ever before. So, will I do another one? Right now? Absolutely not. But knowing me, probably. Maybe even something crazier, a triathlon, maybe. We'll see. For now, recovery, food, and celebrating. Thank you for following this 11-week journey. I'll never be the same after this. Don't forget to share, comment, like, subscribe, all the things.